Welcome back to Cinema F, episode 7. This is your man, Pat on the Cam.
Still Kyle.
He is still Kyle. What up, dogs? I hope y'all enjoyed the episodes. Better watch episode 6. Pick up sticks. What's up?
I'm already tired of you. Dude, I'm already tired of him.
That started early.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You lasted 10 seconds.
That's what she said.
I bet you've heard that a lot.
No complaints. No complaints.
No complaints.
Yeah. I keep them coming.
You may not have heard the complaints. I've heard the complaints.
Yeah?
About you.
Oh, shit. Was it your mama?
Mama?
Mama! No, Mrs. Bain, I'm playing. The whole time, please don't.
Her last name's not Bain.
No?
Nope.
What's her last name?
McWhirk.
Yeah, please. It's all jokes. All jokes. Mom, it's all jokes too, okay? So what's up, man? What you got? What's going on with you?
Should I start with the saga of the dishwasher?
Oh, the saga.
I'm hoping people are tuning in for the saga of the dishwasher.
Hold on, wait, let me get it warmed up for you. Bubba bum, bubba bum, bum bum, bubba bum, bubba bum.
What the fuck is that?
You remember the last episode when I was doing the start?
No, I don't.
Yeah, the last episode we had to get the music.
It's stupid, I'm sure.
Oh. long ago, there was a man who washed dishes with his hands, and then we have new technology out called a dishwasher. Boom, 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 boom.
Now this bald man's back to washing dishes with his hands.
Mr. Clean. Yo,
I should be good
you
at
should
it.
do it for Halloween. You should get the whole white shirt and
a
everything.
little earring. Yeah. What's Steph gonna be? Like a roll of paper towels or something?
No, I can see Steph doing something like that. It'd be funny as shit.
She'd probably do it.
It'd be hilarious.
But yeah, so Saga of the Dishwasher.
Part.
I'm trying to think where we left off.
Where we at? What part?
This is probably part 7 because I feel like it started at the beginning.
It did. This is insane, by the way.
We're talking since before Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And we're just a few days away from Father's Day. So...
Father!
Daddy! But I'm trying to think where we left off last time. Oh, we had scheduled a new appointment for someone to come pick up the dishwasher. Because previously...
That's what you gotta do to previously.
Yeah, so previously on, they had to reschedule because someone had come to our house prior to our time slot. We were both still at work. They were like, well, I can wait till 2. I was like, I work till 2:40. It's not going to work.
Yep.
So they canceled, and they're like, we'll have to reschedule. We finally got a hold of somebody. I don't know if I've said the company. I don't want to rat the company out. I don't want to be that type of person.
I know you said this, like, they're the ones who do everything for you. You pay like $100-something
But
a
it's
month.
not the warranty company.
It's not them.
They outsource to a company that fixes whatever your specific problem is.
Well, it seems like they don't.
Yes. So we have the company that we've been working with, and then they outsource the pickup and the delivery to a trucking company.
Okay.
They're both big name companies. Both the company that is
But
providing...
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
I will tell you who they are later. I don't want to say it on camera. I don't want to get in trouble for libel.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't need a whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard type thing.
Speaking of that, he's coming back to being Jack Sparrow.
He said he wasn't going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then Disney was like, how about this much money? He was like...
I also heard rumors that The Rock is going to take his place.
I wouldn't watch it. I would break that. I would buy a DVD and snap that bitch in half. I love The Rock.
They still get the money, so that would...
But I'm just saying, I love The Rock, but it's...
You'd be better off breaking them in the store.
You gonna bail me out of jail?
Did you go to jail for that?
Yes, damage to property and everything.
Destruction of property, maybe.
And then, speaking of that, I'm sorry, go back to... You'll go back to your story.
Go ahead, finish it.
All right, when I worked at Sam's Club, there was this old lady who pretended that she had Alzheimer's or whatever, and she would steal shit. Like, literally watch her steal shit. And I would look at her like, yo, put that shit back. And she'd just be like, put it in her bag. And there was a young kid who was stealing. And I told him flat out, I was like, bro, put it back because you're not getting out of the store. He was like, I'll be fine. I said, he was stealing like Xbox games and shit like that. I said, put it back. I'm trying to tell you, dog. I said, there's 130 cameras in this damn store. You're not getting away with this shit. As soon as he got to the front, cops are there. He started crying and shit. I was like, yeah, dumbass.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
Don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb.
But, yeah, so we had to reschedule the appointment. I'm like, I need this gone by the end of the week. I try to be authoritative and get them to agree to it. Didn't work. They're like, June 15th.
They're like, you need me.
Yeah, basically. So that was like a week and a half from when we spoke to them. And I was like, you know what? Fine. June 15th, that's it. I was like, 2 to 6 o'clock window, but no one will be here between 2 and 4.
Right.
It has to be between 4 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, that's fine. I'll schedule you for the last pickup of the day. So it'll be close to 6, but it'll be in your 4 to 6 o'clock window. Something told me to call on Wednesday just to confirm. It was about 3 o'clock because I just left work. And I get through and they're like, we don't have anything on here. There's no schedule. There's no scheduled pickup for your house for this address.
It's like they're Darth Vader.
And I'm just like,
for this saga.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
There's no scheduled pickup. It's like, well, I'm beyond frustrated now. Mm-hmm. It's like, I know it's not your fault, but I'm mad.
They should give you credit.
I'm angry. Mm-hmm. I was like, you need to have it picked up today. Mm-hmm. She's like, I called the company that's going to actually pick it up. Nobody's answering. So I'll have to call you back later. And I'm like, I'm just going to call the Better Business Bureau. They close at 3. When am I supposed to call them?
So y'all both work through what time?
What's up?
Y'all both work through what time?
Yeah.
Like what, 3?
I work till 2:40 at the earliest.
And Steph
works till 4.
I feel like one of y'all going to have to take out of work.
But so, anyway, I'm like, I'm going to call them back.
Well, get somebody to stay at your house for a little bit.
It has to be one of us.
That's bullshit, dog.
It has to be somebody whose name is on the property.
Okay.
I'm pretty... Oh, no, it doesn't have to be. They're like, have your neighbor come over. It's like, our neighbors work too. Have some friends come over. They work.
I don't think they understand, like, gas prices are all the time high. So
like, no, I'm not making people do this. But I call them back, and I try to... I'm like, maybe the person couldn't find it. Maybe it's still a thing, and somebody else can figure it out. So I call. Somebody else picks up. And fortunately, these are the first 2 people I've spoken to that English is their first language. I'm not trying to be racist, but they're very difficult to understand, and they have trouble understanding me.
That's fair.
So there's a language barrier that's making it even more difficult and frustrating. But both of these women were very good. They were very professional. They were like, I understand, and I try to be very clear. I know it's not your fault. Like, you didn't do this. I had the name of the person. It was a supervisor that was supposed to schedule this for us, and it was not either one of these people. So I talked to them, and they're like, the last record we have of you speaking to us is May 20th. It's like, I've had multiple pickups scheduled between then and now, and I've spoken to you on the phone at least 3 or 4 times since then and now. So from then to now. And they're like, we don't have any of that in here.
See, somebody dropped the ball on their job.
So I called the home warranty, and I was like, you need to find a different company to do this. I'm done with this. I'm going to sell this dishwasher. I'm going to take the money. That's fine. That's what I'm going to do, because it's mine.
Right.
And he's like, I understand. And while I'm on the phone with him, I get a text message from the company. We've rescheduled. And it's for a day we're on vacation. I'm like, that's not good. No one will be here. I got it rescheduled for the 29th.
That's when 24th you leave.
We leave on the 23rd. And they wanted to schedule for the 24th. But we come back the 28th. And it's supposed to be the 29th that they pick it up.
We'll see you on episode 8. Hopefully this saga ends.
I hope it does. I just want a dishwasher.
When not episode 8, episode 9.
9. But I just want it to be going. I was like, there's no room in my kitchen now. We haven't been able to use the table because we have to push it to the corner.
Right.
And
are you still having the party this summer?
Yeah.
When is it? July?
July 16th.
Okay.
It's a Saturday. I'm afraid now that it's still gonna be there when we have the party, and we're not gonna be able to set food up in our kitchen. We don't have a huge kitchen.
Yeah.
So we'll be setting up food on top of the dishwasher.
I mean,
I'll do it. I don't care if people ruin it, whatever.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
But I did get a couple emails saying don't forget to schedule your pickup appointment. So I'm afraid that they didn't actually register the one that I did.
Excuse me.
Pass me. As I think Seth's family does. Somebody burps, they go past me, and the last person to do it gets smacked in the head.
So it's like doorknob.
Kind of. But when I was new to the family, everybody like passed me. I'm like,
it's
and then
funny.
all of a sudden I'm like,
it's funny because that's kind of how fives work. Or it's like, I didn't know. Or not fives. It's like, let's say it was me, you, and Steph and Carter. Like, yo, somebody go to order pizza. You just like, not it.
I've done like nose goes.
Right, yeah, like nose goes, yeah. And then it's like call fives in your seat, and I'm like, I didn't know any of the rules. So
there's a thing in Friends where they're like, we're gonna bunny up to see who picks first, and they're like, bunnies.
That's funny as shit.
And the only two people that know it is the brother and sister.
But it's funny how you're going through that saga because I'm going through a saga with a company. I'm just gonna put it like this: there's a company out there that delivers things that are not postal, UPS, or FedEx. They start with an A. You know who you are, motherfuckers. So, I've been, like, I have the Prime membership.
The Prime version of this.
Right, the Prime version of this said company that does not, work with post office stuff.
Sure.
So, next thing, it's $15 a month, I believe. So, next thing I know, I was like, all right, cool. This pisses me off because I'm like, all right, this happened to me several times. I'm like, cool, I got money for car insurance, medical insurance, everything. I say, I know, $15 missing out of my account. Like, I already paid in the beginning, $15 missing at the end of the month.
Okay.
So I had called them. I'm like, there's something going on in my account. You guys charged me twice. And the lady's like, we didn't charge you twice. And I'm like, well, my bank statement says otherwise.
Excuse me, sir, you're just poor.
Right? I was like, oh, maybe that's what it is. So I was like, okay, maybe there's something going on in my account. I don't know. So it happened. It's been happening for a while now. So then I got tired and I called him again. I was like, yo, shit's still happening. She was like, I don't think. I said, you got a manager or supervisor I need to talk to? She was like, well, I can help you. I said, well, you can't because you're not. So I get on the phone because she hung up on me.
Oh my god.
So I had to call fucking back again. And luckily they pick up fast. So I was like, I need to speak to the manager. The guy's like, I need to speak to the manager. I need to speak to the manager. And he just got, I was like, I need to speak to a manager.
I love when I get the recorded voice and I'm like,
speak to representative.
I'm like pressing the zero.
They're like,
pressing zero.
I'm sorry, we didn't hear what you said. You had billing? It's like, no! So
send me to somebody.
Right? So they get on the phone. I'm like, hey, how you doing? You gotta butter them up at first. I was like, yeah, I use your service. It's great. I love it. I love the movies and stuff you watch. I'm just having an issue with my account. You guys charged me twice. So she was like, oh, let me take a look or whatever. And I was like, it's just getting frustrating because I don't have a job right now. I have bills to pay. I only have a certain amount of money. I called about this before and I got hung up on it. She was like, oh, no, they hung up on you. I was like, yeah. So she was just looking and she was like, do you have another account with us? I was like, no. And I thought about it. I was like, I worked for Amazon before. But that's different. I don't know. I was like, nah, I used to get shit for free. Damn, I said the name of my company. Fuck. Whatever, you know who you are, motherfuckers.
You can bleep that later.
I'm not bleeping that shit out. Fuck them.
Cool.
Sponsor us. So now
you suck. Sponsor us.
So yeah,
what does that say about us if we have companies we don't like sponsor us? Listen. By the way, I never said I didn't like it.
No,
Carter, you never heard me say I didn't like it.
No, my whole thing is
never heard me say I didn't like it.
I like their service. I work for them twice. Working for them is not what you want. But their service is great. I'm telling you, working for them is
I worked for them.
Have you?
Yeah, for a month. 2 months.
What'd you do? The each and receive or what?
I was pack singles.
Take
an item, put it in a box.
I did I did that. Oh, bless you. I did that.
It is the first time I sneezed on camera.
Did you just dab? It was like you just dabbed. So she was like, okay, let me check. And then she seen I was getting charged. So she ended up giving me like $50 back. And I'm looking at my PNC account, whatever, and I'm just scrolling. I'm like, hey, you gotta go further back, motherfucker. And she was like, well, I said, is there like an email I can send my statement to? They were like, no, if you have any more issues, get in contact with us or call your bank. So, yeah, that saga's been going on. And I'm just like, just stop charging me twice. It's not that complicated. Like, what are you doing?
I wish people just do their job.
No, but here, like, working at Comcast, here's the thing. No, you're right, though. But it's not the person you're on the phone with. It's not them. Because
no, it's not them. It's not their job.
It's annoying as fuck because it's the higher up. But everything, like, let's say me and you worked on Comcast or whatever, right? Or I did, and you call in and I'm like, okay, and you're like, I want to speak to a supervisor. They want you to de-escalate the situation. So I'm like, hey, is there anything I can do to help you? Like, no. And let's say you're mad as shit. You're like, I want to speak to a supervisor or whatever. So you have to go into this thing. It's kind of like Skype. You're like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Explain the situation. I used to explain situations. I got tired of doing it, so I would just say, need to talk to a supervisor. I would copy and paste that and just keep sending it.
There you go.
Until the supervisor will answer the phone. And they're like, you're not explaining anything. And I was like, there's nothing to explain. I need to speak to a supervisor. You supervise the situation, so therefore that's your job, correct? They're like, did you de-escalate a situation? I was like, it's kind of hard to de-escalate a situation when they don't want to talk to you. You want to speak to a supervisor. So he was like, what's going on? I was like, they want to speak to a supervisor. So they would get on the phone, but they just didn't want to take calls.
Right.
They was like, you tried this, you tried doing that. I'm like, listen, first off, I got lied to, got bamboozled, because during training, I did TV, internet, and phone repair. They said I just do repair. Next thing I know, and we're training for weeks, and it's like when you first get in there, they was feeding us, giving us free shit. I was like, this is great.
There you go.
You feel me? And then all of a sudden, yes, and then you get on the floor to like, everything you learn in training, fuck that. You're doing sales. I was like, what? So now you gotta like, it's frustrating because you gotta fix things and then try to like do a sale. And I'm just like, let's say you're at a car dealership, right? Or you're coming back and you have a Honda or whatever, and your car is broke. So you come to the dealership, and I'm like, hey, I see you have an issue with the car. You want to buy another one? Nobody's going to want to buy another one. And it used to make me so mad. And everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid and shit. And I'm just like, they're like, oh, everybody's like, yeah, this is great. I'm like, I'm the only one, like, I feel like I'm living in a fucking crazy house. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. If something's broke, why the fuck would I want to buy something else?
Right. But that one company, when they trained me, they were like, you have 10 minutes to do this. I'm like, 10 minutes? Like, this is going to take me 2.
Right.
Like, this is the easiest job ever. And then it comes, they want you to do 60 an hour.
I had to do 130.
I did 120 one time, because they're like, you didn't do 60. I was like, there was nothing to put in a box.
My whole thing is like, comes down a conveyor belt, and you know, you're pretty much doing inventory. How do you expect me to do 130 items an hour if half the shit is not in the inventory?
Right.
I'm like, so I'm thinking maybe I'm doing something wrong. So I go to HR. I was like, hey, maybe I need more training. I just want to know what's going on because I'm trying to do my job. And they're like, you're fine. It's around Christmas time. So I'm over there like, I'm going to buy my niece this, my nephew this, and put money aside. Next thing I know, I get the tap on the shoulder. I was like, oh, okay. So they do that. Like, I don't know if you've been fired from a job before, but
I have.
Okay.
My first job.
I got fired from Taco Bell, but they hired me back because they fucked up on the schedule. Because I was in high school and I was doing theater, and I was like, I have to play that night.
I got fired from my very first job as a busboy / dishwasher.
Ooh, that's tough.
Well, they thought I was trying to steal money, but the boss
Where are you?
The boss wasn't there the day of payday, and I got paid under the table because I was only 14, and they just didn't give me my check, and I was like, "Where's my check?" And they're like, "You're trying to get paid twice." And she found it later.
So they sat me in the office, and they were just like, you know, they were trying to explain the situation, and I was like, I just want to break this down to you. Because they were trying to get you signed some shit. And I looked at the paper, I was like, I'm not signing this. I want to talk to your manager. And they're like, what? I was like, okay, so it's all 3 of us in there. We're going to have a conversation. If you work at Taco Bell and your job is to make tacos and you don't have taco meat, whose fault is that? You or the company?
Well, it's you.
And so the lady looked at me.
I would just assume it was your fault.
So the lady looked at me and I was like, oh no, by all means, please answer the question. You're fine. And the other lady looked at her. I was like, whose fault is that? They were like, the company. Okay, cool. You work at Pep Boys. You just put tires in the car. You have no tires. Whose fault is that? They're like, the company. I was like, so I'm getting fired for shit I can't control. Y'all don't have this in the system. Not my problem. So they were just like, well, you know. And then one, like, they were trying to get me to sign shit. And I was like, I want to speak to the manager. So now I'm sitting in the office. And, you know, when they fire you, they're just like, hey, we got your bag and stuff. So the guy was like, he's standing over me. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there waiting or whatever. And they were like, well, you know, he's in the meeting. And I was like, that's cool because I'm scheduled to work 7 to 5. So I have all day to talk to this motherfucker. So the guy is standing over me. He was like, you want me to go get your bag and stuff? I said, no, I'll get it when I'm ready to go. And I was like, can you have a seat and stop standing over me, please? And he's just looking at me. I was like, I asked him kindly again. I was like, can you have a seat and stop standing over me, please? And I was like, can you fucking sit the fuck down? And everybody in the office looking at me. I was like, no. Do your job. I don't want you to get fired like I'm getting fired. That's some bullshit. Right. So an hour goes by. The lady comes back out. He's still in the meeting. By all means, take your time. Another hour goes by. He comes back out. I was like, is he going to be a man to talk to me or is he going to have like a little bitch in the office? And then I realized I was like, all right, you're doing too much. So I was like, you know what? Thank you for the opportunity for the job. I'm out. But I'm a dick about it. I went around and talked to everybody in the warehouse before I left. I was like, yo, what are you doing Saturday when they out? And they're dying laughing. I'm just like, yo, we got to hang out. And then the dude's walking like, because he has to follow you. Right. So I was like, yo, you follow me on Instagram too? I tried to get his number and he was just tight. And then I walked out, they were like, we need your badge. And I just threw it at him like a ninja star. I was like, here, take the fucking badge. Yeah, so Yeah. I mean, the first job I had, I can't remember if it was Taco Bell first or NCO. It was a telemarketing place. I literally used to go there. Me and my sister and my friend would go there, clock in and leave.
Oh my god.
And then come back and clock out.
That's why you got fired.
Yeah. But the funny part is, like, I went in the office and I bought a snack. And it was like, we got to talk to you, you're getting terminated or whatever, right? And I was like, okay. And they was like, give us your badge. And I was like, I'll give you my badge when you give my money back. They were like, what money? And I was like, I put money in the machine, so I need that back. They're like, what? I was like, you're firing me. Therefore, they're taking money out of my pocket. I'm going to need that back. They give me $5 back.
There you go.
They didn't have change. I only needed $2. They didn't have change. I was like, well, I'm taking a $5.
There you go.
Man, I just look at it like this. I know a lot of jobs where people, when they get hired at a job, they're just like, oh, man. And the job always asks you, why should we hire you? I'm the motherfucker that say, why should I work for you? If I'm going to spend 8 hours a day out of my life for 40 hours a week and barely see my family and my friends, why should I work for you? What are you offering me? And, like, I did it at Comcast, and the lady looked at me like she just was speechless. She was like, nobody asked that question. And I was like, yeah, my time is very valuable, so why should I be here?
Yeah, I ask questions like, what's the longevity like here? People stay. What's the day-to-day? People were like, well, you clock in at 8 o'clock, and then we have a meeting at 9. And I'm like, no, like, what do I expect in terms of camaraderie? What do I expect in terms of having the opportunity to meet with my peers? Like, am I going to have the opportunity to grow with other people? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to do this all by myself. It can't be done by myself. So, like, what's that like?
And they always give you you get a 401k and you get these benefits and you get this for sure. And I'm just like...
You get those a lot of places.
Yeah. I'm right? And my whole thing is like, I always say this because I don't want people to feel like I hate Comcast. I don't. As far as the company in general, it's a good company to work for because it's like Comcast is the umbrella. You got Universal, you got NBC, you got all these companies. Sure. And a lot of people don't know that. I'm like, yeah, you have NBC and shit. So it's like, the only problem is in the department I work in is like you have to hit certain metrics. Yeah. So you got FCR, which is your first call response. You have to, it's so annoying because there's certain things you have to say like, oh man, I see that they want you to build a rapport with the customer and it's like, just make up shit. Like it's. Right. And my whole thing is like, I'm one of those people, I don't like taking advantage of people. Right. Old people are on a fixed income. They want me to sell them a new cable box. I'm like, they're old. They only watch the AMC, whatever it is, or what's the other one?
Turner Classic Movies.
Yes. So I'm like, I'm not selling them the shit, and they're just like, well, you don't know what's in her pocket. I was like, lady just told me she's on a fixed income. If I do this, it's gonna be like $158 a month plus taxes because that's what you guys do at the fucking end. And I used to hate getting sales, man, because it's like before sales is like, oh, it's $85, or before not sales, before the end is $85. Sure. So you're like, cool. Customer's like, yeah. And then all of a sudden you got to read the verbatim at the end. It goes like $90-something. So you said it was $85. I was like, yeah, that was before taxes. And then you lose the sale.
You get people like that all the time. They're like, it said $19.99, but there's tax.
There's tax.
You live in America. There's tax.
I don't know if you know how that works. But the funny part is people hear the price and they don't read the contract. Because what happens is you either read the contract to them or you send it via email or cell phone. Sure. And people just don't read. And at the bottom of that bitch, it literally says, this could be something to change anytime possible. And then people are like, they already hear, $85 for the next 2 years, I'm good to go. Then they call me and like, yo, you guys took showtimes out of the channel or whatever, or stars. And I'm like, yeah, well, if you look at the bottom of your fucking contract. I said, did you read the contract? Oh, I read it. Did you? Because if you did, you didn't. You would know what that says about. Nobody reads the contract. It's like when you play a game and they're like, you know, you got all that shit. It's like, do you agree, disagree? Nobody reads that shit. Nobody cares. It's too much. Move forward. I want to play 2K.
But you were talking about Universal and stuff like that and all the different, like, ultimately there's a lot of movie companies in there. So, you know that I stepped away from Film Threat temporarily. Mm-hmm. So, I was supposed to cover Tribeca, which by the time, right now it's still going on. By the time this posts, it'll have been over. It was like the 8th to the 22nd or something like that, whatever it was.
Scoozy.
But, so I wasn't able to cover it. So, but I had lots of people, because my email was posted to Tribeca for, like, the PR companies. So, everybody's reaching out. I had, like, 100 and something emails from people. So, I started reaching back out, and I was explaining, I was like, I'm no longer with Film Threat. I was like, we're on good terms. I just needed to step away. I was like, after Tribeca's over, I'd be more than happy to cover films for you in the future. And people from Tribeca started reaching out. They're like, we want you to cover it for your site.
Oh, for Baines? Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope as shit.
I had them, like,
actually... But they didn't see your face. Because I feel like if they did, they wouldn't win.
They'd send me twice as many. Look how welcoming I look.
I don't know when I see it. I just kind of want to leave.
At least I don't look like one of them thugs you were talking about.
God dang. Boom, thugs to this bitch.
But yeah, so somebody actually like went on my site, clicked on my form from Tribeca, and submitted a film to me on my form.
No, as much as we roast each other, I'm like extremely happy for you.
I was super excited.
That is dope as shit.
Then I had one of them reach out and they're like, "We cover an entire film festival." You know Gina Davis is? She's an actress. Off the top of my head, I can't think of stuff she's in. But if you've seen her face, you know exactly who she was. She started a film festival called Bentonville Film Festival.
Okay.
And they're like, we cover the whole thing. And they're like, press stuff is closed. We'll open it back up so you can submit your press credentials and you'll be good.
That's dope as shit.
So now I'm in and I have them sending me stuff. I reached out to a New Line Cinema. You ever heard of New Line Cinema?
Of course. They did Friday and all that shit.
They're an offshoot of Warner Brothers.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Yeah.
But there's a new movie called Don't Worry, Darling, and your girl Florence Pugh is in it.
Yeah.
I reached out and they're like, we're not doing screeners, but it's gonna be released in theaters. And email us in September. We'll set you over the pass to go see it in theaters.
You wanna know? That's dope as shit. You wanna know a fun fact? You ever seen the show Scrubs?
A little bit here and there.
What is it? Not J. Is it JD or Turk? No, it's JD. The guy, one of the main characters who is a doctor, he dates.
Yeah, he dates Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
Zach Braff.
Yep. And it was like, I can't hate him. He's great. You know what I mean? But I'm just like,
right.
It was like I ever had a chance in hell anyway. But it's just like, when I saw that, I was like, it's cool.
He didn't. Carter's laughing because he knows you had no chance.
If she saw me, she'd be like, damn, man, shit. Do I really want to stay? I'm playing.
Like, do I even really want to be associated with this guy?
Look, man, I'm awesome. I'm dead sexy. I came out the womb dead sexy. All right, goo goo gaga sexy. Sexiness was my first word.
Sexy died when you were born.
It came back. I'm bringing sexy back.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, JT. We want to take a quick break and we'll come back. We'll talk some new TV shows and movies and stuff.
All right. Giggity giggity.
Cool. See you in a little bit. Peace. Welcome back to episode 7 of Cinema Ave. That's still Pat.
And that's still Kyle. I mean, I'm on the cam though. You know, that's what I do.
Pat on the cam.
The cam player.
P-A-T-D-A-C-A-M.
Why do you spell it like nothing? M-E-T-H-O-D, man.
I spelled it wrong too.
You did. But I gotta explain to you how that happened. That was my sister and brother-in-law idea. Because his name is, if you see him on Facebook, his name is G's the Mechanic.
Okay.
So he was like, you should say Pat on the cam. And I was just like, it's TikTok, whatever. I didn't think that shit was gonna stick. Here we are.
There we are.
Fuck it.
Just as stupid as day one.
Yep. Question for you.
Okay. Was this the question from the last time?
No.
You don't remember what that one is yet?
I had to watch through it, and I'm mad because, like, you know what? I need you to do it here. When you post it, watch the episode.
Okay.
It's very funny. Toilet paper, over under.
Over.
Okay. And one of the reasons I asked because when I was in there, I had to change the rule.
If you do it under, then you're special.
Weird, right?
Yeah, you're
I've seen somebody do that. Like, while when I worked there, people was just doing under. I was like, that's not how that shit works.
Something is wrong with you.
It's like, who hurt you as a child?
I'd rather you just not replace it.
Just put that bitch on the toilet.
That's fine.
I work with that. That's okay.
Put it in the toilet.
I saw some shit with, you ever heard of, what's it called, Fabuloso or whatever?
Yeah.
If you open the back of your toilet and poke a hole in it and sit it down, that shit.
I think that's bad for your toilet, though.
I don't know, because you put those tablets in there.
Yeah, but I think that has too many chemicals in it. I think that's what I heard.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not going to do it. I don't got that kind of money.
Fuck no, I ain't got that money.
That's like dollar store stuff.
I could do it because I don't pay for this shit.
There you go.
We'll see what happens.
You try and let me know what happens.
Upper Decker Steve's going to come over and fuck it up. Steve! Are we going to get Tyson on the show?
Are we what?
Getting Tyson on the show? Mike Tyson?
Yeah, let's get Steve. And so we should get Steve on the show, and Tyson will just
that would be so dope. Like
we'll hide him in the back somewhere, and he'll walk out, and it'll be Steve's reaction. It'll be like, first reaction will be like at a wedding, but Steve seeing Tyson. I heard you were talking shit about me.
I would love to meet Mike Tyson. My friend met him before.
That's fine. He seems like a cool dude.
He does. Yeah. My friend met him before, and he said his hands are like mount, like they big as shit. I was like, well, he kills people with them, so it makes sense.
Yes, he does.
You see when he beat the dude up on the plane?
Yes. Don't antagonize him. Stupid.
Everybody was like, "Oh, I wouldn't get punched." I was like, "He got punched 4 times. He survived." Like $50,000. Mike Tyson punch you in the face.
Yeah, but it's not. He's not squared up. He's in a
It's a very
airplane
tight
seat.
I mean, it's like being in the corner as a boxer.
Yeah, I think it's very different though, because you're not in a fighting stance. It'd be like me sitting like this and like trying to punch somebody there as hard as I could.
All right, 1 punch
From Tyson?
1 punch.
Is he in the airplane?
Not here.
He's ready to go.
He's ready to go.
No.
50,000 not enough?
I might let him punch me in the arm.
Not face?
No.
Ribs?
I'm dumb enough. No.
Knee? Thigh?
No. Oh, my thigh maybe.
I think thigh. I would go thigh.
I can do thigh because there's some muscle there. I'm not muscular, but there's more muscle there than most places.
It's so random. But you ever heard about the I think it's called a bullet shrimp, where it's like this motherfucker has like the force of the sun. Like he punches so hard he heats up water around him.
What?
Yes. Yeah, he heats up water around him. That's how hard he punches.
You gotta show me later.
I will.
Okay.
Because I don't know the guy's name, but he has this thing where he likes to see how much pain he can take, and he gets like snake venom or gets stung by.
Carter, look it up. Show us and
yeah, actually
show
do
us
something while you're over there.
You do nothing. You don't talk. You sit there and chuckle quietly behind the camera. Yeah, just do something.
Bees? Stop writing bees.
He can't have the whiteboard anymore.
No more. You're done.
No more whiteboard.
Until you start looking shit up.
It doesn't matter. There's no question mark. It's stupid. Jesus.
If you're not, look, man, if you don't start looking shit up, you're not getting the board no more. That's the rules.
No more.
No more.
We'll give him a chalkboard. Make him work for it.
Nah, we can't do that shit because he's going to go,
He would.
I did it to my ex.
6-foot troll.
I did it to my ex. Like, she used to piss me off and I would get
That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when the eraser on a pencil is real low and it scratches on the paper.
Ugh.
Oh, it makes my skin crawl. Oh,
like,
quick shout out to my week. Don't go to the China buffet.
Why?
You get jacked up.
Did you get the BGs?
No, I got Boo Boo Belly.
Boo Boo.
That's what Adam and his family call it. But right now, Pat is posting a picture so that you can see how effed up I am.
Those who are listening to the podcast, you are going to miss funny shit. That picture was fucking hilarious.
Yes.
And he did stay alive. See what I did there? BGs.
You're so stupid. But I wanted to drop a bomb on you.
Like a turd? Because I don't want that.
Not a shit.
Okay, cool.
I mean, maybe, depending on how you look at it. So they announced Joker 2.
What?
Yep, with Joaquin Phoenix.
That's my guy.
Same guy's coming back. He wrote it. But so there's a rumor that Lady Gaga is going to be playing Harley Quinn. I'm not excited at all for that.
Just get Margot to do it again.
Want to make it worse? It's going to be a musical.
I'm not watching that shit.
Why? Nobody wanted to see that. Nobody asked for it. Nobody thought about it.
It's like Mamma Mia.
Oh my god, what a bad movies.
You ever seen Sweeney Todd?
No, I have not.
So me and my boys went to go see that. We didn't know it was a musical. And these motherfuckers are singing.
The barber from Fleet Street.
It's Johnny Depp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think musicals in high school. We had no clue it was a musical.
I am not a musical person. There's some musicals that I like. I like Encanto a lot. I like Tick Tick Boom a lot. I like West Side Story a lot.
Oh yeah, those are classics.
I like Sound of Music. That's fine.
Classic.
Guys and Dolls is fine.
I don't know if I've seen it or not.
Both West Side Stories are very good.
Yeah. I didn't see the remake.
Very good.
Disney Plus or
yes.
Netflix? Okay.
Yes, Disney Plus.
Sponsor us, Disney.
Would be loaded.
I
don't have to pay for gas anymore.
Oh my god. Ayo, I don't know where y'all at, but how much is gas? Please somebody email us that.
Because tell us how much gas is where you are.
Because Jersey is fucking...
Ours went down.
It went down. It was like... It was 5.30 for where I was at.
Oh, it never went up that...
Bro, it was fucking high.
It went as high as $4.99 for me.
It's $4.95 right now.
It's now... Oh, for us, it's $4.83.
I gotta come to your crib and get gas.
Yep.
It's like I'm gonna waste gas to get gas.
Beverly, New Jersey, $4.83.
Say less. I'm gonna be there. Nah, I put $20 in my tank today, and it was just like my car was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah.
Like I felt disrespected. And then the guy was looking at me. I was like, "This is some bullshit." He was like, "What's up?" I was like, "Dog, $20 would have given me half, almost filled me up."
Yep.
And now it's like I can't.
$20 would get me close to 3/4.
My car is telling me the Uber. My car is asking me for gas money. You know, like I'm just like people are like, oh, you want to come hang out? Are you scooping me? Because I'm not driving.
Right.
Fucking ridiculous. Like.
But will you watch Joker too?
As a director, it is my duty to watch things.
I will have to watch it. I'll have to review it.
I'm gonna be smoking. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I'm gonna be in here higher than.
I don't know, but I don't.
Maybe want to see Soul Precious.
I don't want to go to theaters to see it, but I feel like that's one of those movies that I'm gonna have to see.
It's gonna come on HBO Max.
Eventually, it'll be on HBO Max, I believe.
Speaking of theaters, do you want to see Buzz Lightyear?
I do, but I don't know if I'm gonna pay for it.
We might go Tuesday if you want to roll.
There's a lot of movies I work.
Oh, you have a job. That's right.
I have school in the morning, and then it's graduation. And as a high school teacher, you have an obligation. You have to attend graduation.
How many kids? Like 500 kids, or?
Oh no, we're small. We have like 100 kids. If that.
My sister, not Sherry Juliet, she graduated from Violin.
Okay, big school.
Dog.
Yeah.
A lot of people had like Cruz and Gutierrez and shit like that. It was like a lot of, and our last name is Newell. Dog. It was fucking 95 degrees outside. I was like, I don't even care if she graduates anymore. I want to go home.
Well, Steph was Wallach.
Oh my god.
And she had like 600 plus kids in her class.
Oh god. I'm like, you just know me.
We had like 100 even. I knew everybody in my class.
The funny part is Sherry graduated, but she did online classes.
Okay.
And she has her master. I think she has 2 masters now. That girl.
Okay.
Kudos to her. We're watching the graduation on. It was me, her, and Carter just watching it on the computer. And these motherfuckers had Titsworth or Longstaff as their names.
That's not the real name. They made that shit up.
This guy name was Longstaff, and I kept calling him Longstaff. We're just roasting them. And there was a lot of them. There was Little Johns, Titworths, like
Lil Jon doesn't seem like a real name. That seems fake.
I feel like it's just like the rapper or
that's it.
Fucking
yeah.
Okay, or Robin Hood.
That was somebody's last name.
Robin Hood's friend was Little John.
Oh.
Yeah.
Little John
Riding in the forest. That was my shit. That's a good movie.
I love that. That's one of my favorite Disney movies.
You ever seen Sword in the Stone?
No, but Steph loves that movie.
It's on Disney
No,
Plus.
Not that one.
It's on Disney Plus.
Black Cauldron is the one she likes.
That's
which I also haven't seen.
I want to see Trolls in New York. I forget.
Trolls?
It's called Troll in Central Park. I think is what they call it. They had to do with the green thumb and the shit. It was good.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you this question because I was curious. So I wrote it down. What movie or like movie series or company, like movie company, has had like a profound effect on you?
Movie company. Ooh, that's tough. I have a lot. I'm gonna start animation first. Actually, no, it's not animated. No, animation.
It could be a bunch of individual movies. It could be a series. It could be a company that has produced very good movies over time.
Well, I always talk about the Iron Giant, and let me explain why. So, the Iron Giant, he came to Earth, and he had to learn stuff, and like he was fighting with his past, and he realized like he doesn't have to be what he was. He can be who he chooses to be. So that was cool to me. Into the Spider-Verse.
I actually haven't seen that yet.
It's good.
I know I need to.
It's good.
But also, Vin Diesel, the Iron Giant, realized that he had family. My students say that to me all the time. I hate that line now.
It's terrible.
But I love Fast and Furious. I love it.
Good movies. Coach Carter was one.
Okay.
Pursuit of Happiness, definitely.
I haven't seen these movies.
Dude, what are you doing? And then Click. Click was different because
Click is a good movie.
I can't watch Click anymore. Like after my dad passed away, I cannot watch Click.
Yeah.
Like it's just sad. I was like, damn, like I can't watch this shit no more. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Basketball Diaries. It wasn't fun.
Okay.
My dad was, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, but his theory was, oh, don't do drugs, and I'm gonna terrorize you guys by making you watch this fucking movie. Have you ever seen it?
Nope.
With Leonardo DiCaprio?
Nope.
Watch it.
I love Leo.
Me too. I'm mad that it took him to fucking sleep in a bear. No, not a bear, a horse.
I actually still haven't seen The Revenant.
You do reviews.
I do.
What is happening?
I watch a lot of indie movies.
Oh, okay. Oh,
a lot of indie movies.
Respect. I'm working on something else, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know if I want to tell the audience.
Don't tell them yet. Surprise them.
So
We'll make an announcement when it's ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
So there's a few movies that came to mind. I feel like Disney in general, and even now the things that they've purchased.
Okay.
So like Star Wars, the Marvel movies, a lot of the Disney movies, like specifically Encanto, which we talked about a billion times.
Is it because of nostalgia or?
Well, no, there's some nostalgia, but I feel like they're just so well done and they're so relatable in a bunch of different ways. Star Wars has a lot to do with nostalgia. I'm going to talk to you about Star Wars in the next episode because it's Father's Day episode.
You hit me and it just Antoine Fisher.
Okay. You told me about that one last time or a couple times ago.
That one hit me hard.
Okay, I'll have to watch that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make a list. I'm
gonna give you a list of that, and I always say anime, but I got a bunch of them for you.
That's fine. Yeah, give me a list. I have a huge list. It can take me a while, but I'll get to them.
Okay.
I watched a weird movie today called Year of the Jellyfish. It's a French movie, and it's really weird. Like, basically, they're in the French Riviera. They're basically all nude the whole time, and it's an 18-year-old girl who is in love with her mother's boyfriend, but the mother's married.
What kind of Pornhub is that?
And he's not interested in her at all. And so she just like starts sleeping with other people to try and get his attention.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works.
That makes you want to not sleep with her at all.
Right, but he's literally a pimp.
Well, maybe.
So she's thinking maybe that would work.
So she's gonna. Poor child.
Yeah, she's just 18, but like they're basically all nude the whole time.
I don't know why you said that. It reminded me of that song. She's just 16 years old. Have you ever watched that music video?
I don't even
Into
know
the
what song
night.
that is.
Into the night. You ever heard that?
No.
All right. Well, here's the first line of the song. She's just 16 years old. Leave her alone. They say. Like his friends are like, bruh. He's like in his 20s, and he's still. This motherfucker goes to her. He's bold enough to go to her house. Knock on the door and talk to her dad like, into the night. Like, I'm trying to bag your daughter. I'm like, she's 16. This is the shit they used to do back in the day. And then you got R. Kelly who,
just peeing on people.
This motherfucker was peeing. My mind is telling me no, my body's saying yes. I can't, like, there's certain songs I like by R. Kelly, but there's certain songs I can't listen to anymore. Yeah. It's just like, I know what you were doing, you nasty motherfucker.
Ignition.
What's the one he did? Move your body like a snake? This motherfucker literally in the middle of the song said, like to gorillas in the jungle making love. I was like, what? You're not gonna go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. I was like,
oh my god.
And then girl, you wanna come through my hotel? I was like, I can't with you no more, dog. But I believe I can fly. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That is a classic.
But there's two other movies that come to mind when we talk about like having a profound effect, and it's interesting. They're like teenage dramas. So one is Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl.
Okay.
Have you seen that? Oh my god, it's rough. It's exactly what it is. It's this guy, his friend Earl, and this girl that they meet who's dying of cancer, and it's about the relationship that they develop and what happens. And then the other one, it's called The Map of Tiny Perfect Things, and it's a guy, actor Kyle Allen, and Catherine Newton. You know who Catherine Newton is? You see Freaky with Vince Vaughn?
I believe so.
It's the girl. She was also in Blockers. She's going to be in the new Ant-Man. But they're both stuck in a time loop. And they're the only two people they know of that are stuck in a time loop, and they happen to find each other eventually after doing this over and over and over again this day.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
But it's literally all of these tiny things that...
I thought it was called like Happy Birthday. I thought that's what it was. Like, because it's her birthday every time, right?
Oh, that's something different.
Oh.
You're talking about Happy Death Day.
Yeah.
Yes, which I haven't seen, but it's on my list.
I didn't see it either.
But, yeah, basically, like, the day that he relives, he didn't see his mom that day. Like, she left for work early, he woke up late, or whatever it was, and he never saw her. So, he has to relive the day where he doesn't speak to his mom ever again.
That sucks.
Or he has to relive this day where he missed his sister's soccer game where she finally scored.
Oh, wow.
Or, like, his dad had lost his job, and he was really hard on him before he figured out what was wrong. And he just has to keep reliving that. And when they're creating this map of what they call tiny perfect things, and it's all these things that they seem irrelevant in the grand scheme of life, but they have such a huge effect on them. Like, right at sunset, birds fly into the sunset, and it's like this perfectly painted picture in nature. It's just all these perfect things that they find, and they spend their life essentially finding these little things that mean so much to them that they didn't realize would mean that much to them. And it's heartbreaking. And I don't want to spoil what her thing is, but she's reliving this moment over and over and over again. And they want to eventually get out of the loop, but she's not ready to get out of the loop. He wants to because his life sucks in this moment.
She wants to because she's used to it.
There's something keeping her there, and I won't spoil what it is.
It's kind of like that whole thing where it's like if you grew up in a chaotic environment, that's what you're used to.
Right.
Where I always call it if you're living in a place where it's raining all the time and you go to a place sunny, you're like, should I keep my umbrella on me or should I leave it at home?
Right.
Because you're so used to the rain.
But
to answer your question, another one, and no one is going to agree with me about this, and I'm the only one who sees it the way. Live action Lion King, the Beetle.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I get the Beetle thing,
but it's like I don't know everything else. Everything else. No, the cartoon basically, both 1 and 2. I saw 1.5 for the first time. I was crying. It was
never seen anything but the first one, and then the live action.
You didn't see the second one?
No. Is that Simba's Pride or something like that?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin it for you.
Well, we have it, so we'll watch it eventually.
But yeah, I don't know. And Carter makes fun of me all the you motherfucker. Carter makes fun of me all the time because
he's making a dumb face.
Because
you big dumb face,
you 6-foot troll. Because the Beetle, man, like this guy is going through the desert, minding his fucking business, trying to gather his shit. I think he takes the fucking shit and uses it for whatever fucking way he uses it. So he loses his shit. And then he gets his shit back and he gets it together. And at the end of the movie, he's on top of his shit. That is like the most like lesson in life. Get your shit together. Get on top of your shit.
Right.
So I don't like nobody else looked at it, but the whole time I'm watching the movie, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about it. This motherfucking dad dying.
No, that's a really important thing.
Yeah.
But in terms of the whole movie,
I don't care.
I don't know.
But you know what they did though? They did the whole fucking Avengers thing. You know how the Avengers were at the end? They got the Hulk and everybody spinning around in circles and shit.
Oh yeah.
But did you see the little motherfucker with a turbo at the end? He was on a turbo.
A little turbo.
It's
all about the turbo.
About the turbo.
Pat loves shit.
I love good shit.
Shit.
Turbo.
But what else we got? So Obi-Wan, new Obi-Wan, new Miss Marvel.
Oh my god, I love that show.
She
is adorable.
They both developed very well this week. There's only one episode of Obi-Wan left at this point.
Are we doing spoiler alerts or no?
I don't want to spoil anything, but I know that like some people had issues with certain characters and some casting choices, and I feel like every issue that
what are we talking about? Obi-Wan or Miss Marvel?
For Obi-Wan, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like I feel like people had issues with casting choices and issues with then like some of the acting or whatever, maybe even some of the writing for certain characters. But I feel like in this, it's developed so well here that any issue that I had with it, I'm over.
That last episode was some shit.
It's the best episode so far.
That ending was like, I was like, what?
Yes.
Yeah. I want to like you give me the list. I want to watch all of them.
However, the big twist, well, there's a couple twists.
It's so hard to talk about it without ruining this shit.
Her revelation.
Yeah.
I knew that already. I was well aware of that.
I wasn't.
When they walked in at the end, I was like, how did that happen? And I still don't know how it happened. Doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm interested. I like that they were a couple weeks removed from the second episode.
Isn't there one more?
The third episode.
And
yeah,
there's
one more, and that's it.
Yeah.
But we're a few weeks removed from one of the previous episodes where Darth Vader is ruthless, snapping people's necks like
that first, that shit was wild.
Yeah.
He's like,
but there is a warning for this episode at the very beginning that some people might find some of the scenes disturbing, which is I appreciate that. I can understand why they would think that.
See, that's why I like Disney and Marvel right now, because before Disney, when we were kids, it was always a Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. Now they're just like, nah, we are going to.
They're honest.
Like Deadpool. I can't wait for Daredevil. Oh my god, Deadpool! You already know what's going to be. I cannot wait.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, me too. I thought Moon Knight was going to be like Deadpool. I mean, it technically was in a sense, like
a little bit.
But Miss Marvel, like I love her character. I think she's adorable because
she's a very good actor. Yeah, she's cute. Yeah,
right. And she just like. I don't know. I was always one of those people like the geeky girls because it's like they're weird and they accept it. They're not trying to be somebody else.
Right.
So she accepts. She's like, yeah, I'm a comic book fan. Like, and I'm like that. Like they picked the perfect person to play her character.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah.
Somebody who was obsessed with the character anyway.
Right.
Yeah. No, she's a very good casting choice. She's like adorable because she's very innocent looking.
Exactly.
She plays the innocent person very well, with like maybe like the little bit of an edgy side. I won't spoil anything for the second episode.
Yeah.
I think they develop her very well here. I think they develop the story very well here.
Is she gonna be in the movie?
Yeah, she's gonna be in Captain Marvel 2, which is called The Marvels.
Ooh.
Yeah. So my guess it'll be Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and then Monica Rambeau's character.
Okay.
She will be a Marvel.
Because she was in Doctor...
She was in WandaVision.
I thought she was Strange too. No. Oh, no.
No, you're talking yeah. We're past that. Maria Rambeau, which is her mother's... It's the woman that plays her mother in the first Captain Marvel. We're far removed from that. We're well over a month away past that.
It's like, I just love Marvel because it's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on now. Right. I love it. Like... Because, like, everything else, I was like, okay, I know this, I know that, I know this. This one, I'm like, Miss Marvel, who the fuck is that? Right. Like, I know a little about her due to the fact that I played the Avengers game. Like,
they announced a new Disney Plus series with Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi.
What?
So there is going to be a Shang-Chi sequel and a Shang-Chi TV show.
Okay. I didn't know.
Done by him. And then I want to say that the TV show is going to focus on the sister, if I had to guess.
Oh yeah, she was a badass.
But he's now he's been chosen to direct a new Disney Plus show, Marvel show. It's like Mr. Wonder. Or...
I know what you're talking about.
Apparently, he was a love interest of Wanda at some point. I know nothing about him.
I know that. That's it.
But he's like they're diving deep into the comics.
I love it. And it's funny because like I was talking to not Upper Decker Steve, just Stevie P. Shout out to my boy Stevie P. But I was talking to him because we were watching the Thor trailer, and apparently he had a conversation with me about it, and I don't remember none of that shit. He was like, we talked about it the other day, and I'm like, I don't like what was I talking about earlier? I'm pretty sure I had several concussions playing football because I don't remember. Like
that's what's wrong with you.
Yeah, like when I go to therapy,
Carter's nodding.
Fuck you, Carter. When I go to therapy, my therapist is like, "How was your week?" And I'm just like, "I think it was cool." Right? Exactly. So I was like, I need to start writing things down. I'm just like, I feel like it's getting like, I don't know, but what are you gonna do?
It is what it is.
I can't, like, if I could go back and rework my brain from getting hit in the head a couple times, I would. But
yeah, nothing to do about it.
I mean, it's before I graduated. I have my own business.
You're just as dumb.
NoblemenStudios.
You're just as dumb now as you were when you started. So
you're stupid too. That's why you didn't pass that class.
Your mother.
Mama.
Well, what class did I pass?
That's what you gotta see in poetry.
She didn't like me. It's because I'm white.
She's was white too. No. White on white crime?
No way. She's not. No, I'm not claiming her as part of my race.
Yo, bro. What got me is I was like, she's like, you're not passing my class, but you're not failing my class. I was like, it was purgatory? Like, what am I doing? Like,
she makes me sick.
I feel like you guys would have been a great couple. Steph, I'm joking. Steph. Please don't hurt me. Tiny women scare me. A little bit. Tiny women scare me. Nah, Steph's awesome. But I would like one of my friends is like short, and I always make fun of her. She was like, I always say, "Don't get short with me, Frodo," or I say, "Tiny girls are mean because they're closer to hell." And like she always messes with me. I'm like, "Don't talk shit. I put your keys on top of a refrigerator." Yeah, that's it for you. It's over.
But yeah, but I think we covered a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. Did a slightly shorter episode this time. Yeah, but we'll take a quick break. Come back. We'll plug ourselves nicely. Plug ourselves in the happy places.
Those are Instagram, TikTok, Facebook,
Titty Talk,
and Twitter. He tweets.
And we have some cool announcements, so stick around.
Whoop, stick around, we'll be back.
Welcome back again. 2 times in the same episode, I get to welcome you back to Cinema Ave. Episode 7.
2 change. We're switching it up. Usually it's me walking back, but I was like, let my boy have it.
I was just going to say that this guy sucks, but he did it himself. Because he talked.
Wow. See, I try to be nice. Next time I'm just going to do it myself.
No, we don't need you. I'll talk to myself. I'm crazy.
There's a dick. You could probably eat it. You're a little nuts. That look you just got.
My sister's been through a lot of dick.
I love movie references, like when people reference stuff and people just don't get it. Like inside, I do inside jokes all the time with people who don't get it. It's
watch the breakup if you haven't watched the breakup.
Watch the breakup. Watch the Simpsons.
Also, I promised that there would be a Jurassic World review and a Chip and Dale review. when the next thing posted, they're up. They're ready to go.
Yeah, because
check those out.
we are beyond spoilers at that time. So
Yep.
If you didn't watch it, fuck it.
Want to plug ourselves real good?
Yeah.
Hard.
Loop.
All right. So. All right. So on Facebook, you can find me at Kyle Bain, Bain. On the TikTok,
It was born in the darkness. Sorry, go ahead.
Was it because I'm bald?
Last name is Bane, so he bald.
He's messed up. That hurts. On TikTok, Bane's Film Reviews. On Instagram, Bane's Film Reviews. On Twitter, Bane's Film Review. Just one, no S. Twitter, get your shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have my site, Bane's Film Reviews. We're very close to 1,000 reviews now. Check it out.
He's begging them out, dog. He's begging them out.
Every day, at least one. And then you can check out my reviews from Film Threat, which is a Los Angeles-based film review magazine, internet-based at this point. It's no longer in print. But you can check me out. You can just Google Kyle Bain Film Threat, Kyle Bain, whatever you want to do, and you'll find a couple hundred reviews on there as well. On to you, Pat.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to start with the Facebook. You can find me on Facebook as Patrick Newell. Last name is Newell. If you're from Jersey, it's like Sewell, except take off the S, put the N on there. Anyway.
So it took a lot for him to be able to spell his own last name.
Yeah, I had to study it for years. So, we can go on Titty. Now I'm playing TikTok. Pat on the cam. PATONDACAM.
I got you. PATONDACAM.
Facts. Bang, bang.
Pat on the cam.
And you can see me on Instagram at NoblemenStudios. Yeah, that's me. Speaking of TikTok, Instagram. Crazy story. So if y'all watch my TikToks, you know I put up stupid videos where I'm doing raps. I had a guy hit me up on Instagram. He was like, yo. I said, what's up? Do we know each other? He was like, nah, I wanted to get in contact with you for your music. And I was like, my music? Okay. And he was
I can't sing.
Right? He was just like, no, there something about Source Magazine, and he wants to do an article on me for up-and-coming artists. And I'm just like,
I'll do it.
I'll do it, but I'm not an up-and-coming artist. I just rap for fun. But yeah, see what happens. Why not? Get money? Shit. And then we can keep building this up?
Yeah.
Get some new microphones? Because this snowball is, it's good.
It's working.
It's working. I ain't mad about it.
Nothing bad about it, but...
Oh, by the way, man, Juneteenth and Father's Day.
Yeah, Juneteenth and Father's Day. It's the 17th right now, so we have another one coming up very soon. Mm-hmm. They're going to post very close to one another. Who knows? But next episode, we're going to have a special guest, as long as he doesn't cancel on us like some people.
Narc!
And we'll cover Juneteenth. We'll cover Father's Day. We're going to talk about some cool things father-related. And then I wanted to do this. I thought of this while we were getting ready to film, and I thought this would be cool. There's one thing different about this episode. You may have seen it. You may have heard it. There might be something else that tipped you off to it. But I will Venmo the person $5 that can write us and tell us what that one thing that is different is about this episode. And it's not the length, so don't tell us it's shorter. There's one thing specifically about the filming of this episode that is different. Let us know. I will Venmo you $5. So email us at cinemaav1@gmail.com. Hit us up on TikTok at cinemaav1. Send us a comment. Comment on one of our videos.
Tell us we're sexy.
Lie to Pat. Tell me sexy.
I don't care. I'll take lies.
You can hit us up on any of our social media accounts. Yeah. Let us know.
We are cool people. Inbox us, whatever you want.
Honestly, you have our phone numbers. Call us. I don't care. That's fine. I'll play your voicemail on the radio.
Ladies,
this isn't the radio, but
ladies, I'm single. Holla at me. No, but also Juneteenth event. I'm going to be filming there. It's going to be great. Come one, come all. It's in Glassboro, New Jersey. We're going to have food. We're going to have artists performing. You're going to see your boy out there, NoblemenStudios. That's me. So yeah, come on out, have fun.
But yeah, so again, $5 Venmoed out of my bank, my hard-earned money for anyone that can tell us, except for you, Carter, that
can I do it?
No. Damn. You probably still couldn't figure it out. The one thing that's different, you can't tell me, and you can't tell me. What's the one thing that's different about this episode other than the length? Tell us what's different about the production of this episode. I will Venmo you $5. Send us an email, cinemaav1 at cinemaav and then number 1 at gmail.com. hit us up on our social media accounts. Don't forget to check out our next episode. It's a very special episode. 2 important things going on that day. We have Juneteenth and we have Father's Day. We're hopefully, as long as things go as planned, we're going to have a special guest. We won't tell you who, but we'll have somebody on, somebody extra to talk to you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and like always, we love you guys.
This is Cinema Ave, episode 7.
7, baby, woo! When we get to episode 10, we're going to be wilding out and do some crazy shit. But yeah, love you guys. Peace!
Peace!